Welcome to the mountain meditation. In this meditation, we're going to practice it from sitting. So we can either sit in a comfortable chair, ensuring we have back support, ensuring that we can sit here comfortably for a period of time, or maybe you'd prefer to sit on the floor, possibly bring your back in against the wall, or just making sure you're well propped, that you can sit here without strain. And you can sit here being fully present for this period of time. And ensuring that we find a position that's stable, that our upper body is balanced over our hips and shoulders. Ensuring that they are comfortable but in an alert posture. Hands are on your lap or on your knees, arms hanging by their own weight, like heavy curtains, stable and relaxed. And sensing into our body now, feeling our feet, feeling our legs, our hips, our lower and upper body, our arms, feeling our shoulders, feeling our neck, feeling our head. And when we are ready now, we can allow our eyes to close. Bring our awareness to our breath, the actual physical sensation of our breath. Feeling the breath as it comes in through our nose, and feeling the sensation of our breath as we exhale out through the mouth. Feeling each breath as it comes in and out. And allowing the breath to just be as it is, without changing it, just allowing it to be just as it is. Allowing it to flow easily and naturally, with its own rhythm and pace. And just knowing that you are breathing perfectly well, just how you are breathing. There's nothing for you to do. And allowing our body to be still and sitting here with a sense of dignity, a sense of being complete, of being whole in this very moment. And your posture is reflecting this sense of wholeness. And as you sit here, allowing an image to form in your mind's eye, allowing an image of the most magnificent or beautiful mountain you know or you have ever seen, or maybe a mountain that you imagine. Letting it gradually come into greater focus. Allowing the sense of this mountain and feeling its overall shape. Feeling its lofty peak or peaks high in the sky. Allowing the sense of this large base of the mountain rooted into the bedrock of the earth's crust. Allowing ourselves the sense of its steep or gentle sloping sides. And taking a moment to notice how massive this mountain is, how solid it is, how unmoving, how incredibly beautiful, whether from afar or close up. And perhaps this mountain that you imagine has snow blanketing its top, and trees reaching down to the base or rugged granite sides. There may be streams and waterfalls cascading down the slopes. There may be one peak or a series of peaks, or with meadows and high lakes, whatever we would like to imagine. observing it, noting its qualities. And when you feel ready, see if you can bring the mountain into your own body sitting here, so that your own body and the mountain in your mind's eye become one. You share in the massiveness and the stillness and the majesty of the mountain. You become the mountain. Grounded here in our sitting posture, we imagine our head is like the lofty peak of the mountain, supported by the rest of the body and affording this panoramic view. Your shoulders and arms, the side of the mountain. Your bum and your legs are the solid base, rooted to the cushion or the chair or the floor that you find yourself sitting on. Experiencing in your body a sense of uplift from deep within your pelvis and spine. With each breath, as you continue sitting, becoming a little more a breathing mountain, alive and vital, yet unwavering in your inner stillness, completely what you are beyond words and thought, a centered, grounded, unmoving presence. And as you sit here, becoming aware of the fact that as the sun travels across the sky, the light and shadows and colours are changing virtually moment by moment in the mountain stillness. And the surface teems with light and activity, streams, melting snow, waterfalls, plants and wildlife. As the mountain sits, seeing and feeling how night follows day and day follows night. The bright warming sun, followed by the cool night sky studded with stars, and the gradual dawning of a new day. Through it all, the mountain just sits, experiencing change in each moment, constantly changing, yet always just being itself. It remains still as the seasons flow into one another, and as the weather changes moment by moment and day by day, calmness abiding all change. In summer, there is no snow on the mountain except perhaps for the very peaks or in crags shielded by direct sunlight. In the fall, the mountain may wear a coat of brilliant fire colours. In winter, a blanket of snow and ice. And in any season, it may find itself at times in clouds or fogs or pelted by freezing rain. People may come to see this magnificent mountain and comment on how beautiful it is, or how it's not a good day to see the mountain, that it's too cloudy or rainy or foggy or dark. But none of this matters to the mountain, which remains at all times its essential self. Clouds may come and clouds may go. Tourists may like or may not like. The mountain's magnificence and beauty are not changed one bit by whether people see it or not, seen it or unseen, in sun or clouds, day or night. It just sits, being itself. At times visited by violent storms, buffeted by snow and rain and winds of unthinkable magnitude. Through it all, the mountain sits. Spring comes, trees leaf out, flowers bloom in the high meadows and slopes, birds sing in the trees once again, streams overflow with the waters of melting snow. Through it all, the mountain continues to sit, unmoved by the weather, by what happens on its surface, by the world of appearances, remaining its essential self. Through the seasons, the changing weather, the activity ebbing and flowing on its surface. And in the same way, as we sit in meditation, we can learn to experience the mountain. We can embody the same central, unwavering stillness and groundness in the face of everything that changes in our own lives, over seconds, over hours, over years. In our lives and in our meditation practice, we experience constantly the changing nature of mind and body and of the outer world. We have our own periods of light and darkness, activity and inactivity, our moments of colour and our moments of drabness. It's true that we experience storms of varying intensity and violence in the outer world, and in our own minds and bodies, buffeted by high winds, by cold and rain, we endure periods of darkness and pain, as well as moments of joy and uplift. Even our appearance changes constantly, experiencing a weather of its own. By becoming this mountain in our meditation practice, we can link up with its strength and stability and adapt them for our own. We can use its energies to support our energy to encounter each moment with mindfulness and clarity. It may help us to see that our thoughts and feelings and preoccupations, our emotional storms and crises, even the things that happen to us, are very much like the weather on the mountain. We sometimes tend to take it all personally, but its strongest characteristic is impersonal. The weather of our own lives is not to be ignored or denied. It is to be encountered, honoured, felt, known for what it is, and held in awareness. And in holding it in this way, we come to know a deeper silence and stillness and wisdom. Mountains have this to teach us, and much more if we can let it in. So if you find you resonate in some way with the strength and stability of the mountain in your sitting, it may be helpful to use it from time to time in your meditation practice, to remind you of what it means to sit mindfully with resolve and with wakefulness in true stillness. So we can stay here for a few more moments, continuing to sustain the mountain meditation on your own, in silence, moment by moment. And only when we're ready, but there's no rush, we can start to bring our awareness back into our body, wiggling our fingers and our toes, and maybe rubbing the palms of our hands together, placing our hands on our heart, and taking a moment to pause here in our heart. As we bring our hands into prayer, thank you, Namaste.